Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in DNA bombs. That was the Cray class we're going to be using throughout the entirety of this gameplay. If you guys would like, of course, you can go back and pause the video, that way you can get a good look at the class, but keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I will be talking about the class up at some point throughout this video. So here we are, back in Advanced Warfare. I almost forgot this game existed with all the information we've been learning about from E3. Of course, that multiplayer reveal trailer for Black Ops 3 coming out, YouTubers getting access to the game and being able to play and post up videos of it here on YouTube, learning about the perks and the specialists and the score streaks and the maps and just all the information we're trying to absorb about that game. You always forget that, hey, Advanced Warfare. Remember that game? You know, the game's actually out. You know, the one that's not coming out in 4 or 5 months, but it's actually out right now for us to play and enjoy. Yeah, that game. So it's kind of nice to be getting back to some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare here on the channel. We've been covering so much Black Ops 3 news as of late. But I think it's going to slow down a little bit with E3 coming to an end. And, of course, the information we got from that kind of, like, halted, of course, once the multiplayer beta itself actually comes out, or more news and information actually comes out about Black Ops 3. We'll, of course, make more videos and discuss the game further. But right now, we're kind of easing off on the information a little bit. And so as a result, we're heading back here to Advanced Warfare and some more episodes of DNA Saturday. Of course, once again, the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in DNA bombs. What's going on in this gameplay? Well, it's a game of Kill Confirmed here on the map Instinct. In my opinion, the worst map. Just the worst map in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I do not enjoy playing on this map. Like, it's not so bad to the point where, like, I leave the lobby if it's going to show up in the map rotation. It's just the only map in Advanced Warfare I'm like, I don't really want to play on that one. Yeah, I'm not excited for it. I never vote for it or anything like that. It's that map for me. But we're running around with the Ameli Subverter here, a ridiculously powerful gun. We'll be talking about that. And the gameplay itself was actually submitted by a guy that goes by the name of Snowboard Otter, who's kind of like a mini legend here on the show, because last year during Chemstrike Saturday in Call of Duty Ghost, he was the only person who would submit Chemstrikes on the Wii U. That was like his platform that he played on. But of course, Advanced Warfare doesn't have a Wii port, so we can't actually play on that. So we had to get an Xbox he plays on there. But still, he's a very good player, and he plays on a variety of consoles. And yes, hopefully you guys go ahead and check out his channel. We'll be talking about his channel here towards the end of the video. It's gotta be said. It's gotta be said. Instinct, right? Regardless of what game mode you're playing, regardless of that, if you're playing Domination, if you're playing Search and Destroy, Search and Rescue, if you're playing Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, Hardpoint even, any game mode at all, there's one set strategy from day one, actually even before day one of Advanced Warfare, because I was one of the lucky enough people out there that actually had the game early, and even while playing this game early, before it came out, the one strategy that nearly everybody tries to implement on this map is get to the tower in the middle, right? Get to this little shrine, if you want to call it that, and just hang out here. Hang out on top of this roof and just pick people off across the map. That's what we're seeing throughout the entirety of this gameplay, man. And it's actually a pretty good gun for doing so. The Ameli Subverter is one of the best, you know, power over range, like down distance weapons in the game. It is ridiculously powerful, and one of the few circumstances where a professional variant weapon is actually better than all of the elite variants for that particular weapon, right? The Ameli Subverter is fantastic, so ridiculously powerful. That +2 damage that you get for it in exchange for losing a bit of magazine size is ridiculous, because of course the Ameli has like no recoil, it's got a crazy high fire rate, it's one of the most powerful weapons in the game. I think it's right along the same lines as the ARX Hole Puncher, in that it's a professional variant that's actually a lot better than all of the elite variants. It's just ridiculously good, it's ridiculously powerful. So for a map like this, where a lot of the time, of course not all the time, you can't really control everything, but a lot of the time you're going to be facing people that are at these long ranges, you know, 20 plus yards away from you. And if you're using something like the Ameli on a map like this, especially in something like Team Deathmatch or Kill Confirmed, where maybe necessarily you don't need to move around as much as you would in like an objective game mode like Domination or Hardpoint, you can definitely do pretty good. And Mr. Snowboard R here does pretty well. Let's actually start talking about this Ameli class here before the end of the DNA bomb. It's a pretty fast overall DNA bomb. So again, he's using the Subverter, one of the best variants. It's also professional, so chances are a lot of you guys have it because it's not super rare. And for the attachments, he's got adjustable stock, quick draw grip, as well as extended mag. So by default, it's going to drop this thing down to 50 rounds in its magazine, and if you use extended mags on it, it's going to up it to 75, which is pretty good, right? It's definitely good to have that rather than having such a tiny, small magazine size. Having 75 is pretty good, especially with the Ameli's really good fire rate. And things like adjustable stock and quick draw grip and pick up the DNA bomb right there are just fantastic perks overall to have, because they kind of alleviate some of the movement penalties that you have while using a light machine gun. For perk 1 here, we have low profile. For perk 2, we have peripherals, and perk 3, we have scavenger and blast suppressor. No toughness and no lightweight on a light machine machine gun, right? It's crazy to me that he was using that, but at the end of the day, he wasn't moving around a ton with this. He was using this weapon as it was kind of intended, as a sit back and pick people off across the map kind of weapon. And it especially works out very well if you're playing here on the map instinct. So kudos to you, Mr. Snowboard Otter. You played it well with your downrange light machine gun, and you definitely tore them up as you picked up a very fast overall Ameli DNA bomb. Here we see the final score. Of course, he was using the Ameli towards the beginning. We saw there towards the end he was using the IMR. But overall, guys, 70 kills, 16 deaths, along with 12 confirms and 5 denies. Now, of course, that's not a lot of confirms if you're playing kill confirmed. You have 70 kills, but you only confirm 12 of your tags. But then again, it's instinct, and I think we can all understand if you're using like a light machine gun or an IMR, an instinct, you really want to be trekking your way clear across the map to go pick up that tag. Nah, I wouldn't want to either. I would just continue picking off people. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of DNA Saturday. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves. If you guys would like to submit your DNA bombs for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, simply watch the video. It's on your screen right now. There's an annotation that you guys can click, as was a link to it down in the video description, which will take you over to a video that explains everything you would need to know about submitting your stuff for DNA Saturday. Perhaps you're one of the people that have submitted their stuff pretty often. You're like, why do I never get accepted? Or why did Nero not accept my video? Well, chances are it's because you didn't follow all of the rules and regulations in that video. It tells you everything you guys would need to know, so be sure to go ahead and give that video a look if you guys haven't already. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out Mr. Snowboard Otter, you can do so by finding him over at youtube.com/snowboardotter. Over there, he's a Call of Duty channel. He tries to focus on tip-based videos, news-based videos, as well as great gameplay. So the stuff he has over there is like 100 plus kills. He has like tutorials on how to get 100 plus kill gameplays. He has creative class guides. He likes to show off really fast DNA bombs. He's recently been discussing news that we got from E3, like for example, the PlayStation getting the DLC first, which of course is a giant piece of news. That's a very controversial hot button topic, but still, he's got a very good channel. You guys want to go ahead and check him out. Once again, his channel is going to be youtube.com/snowboardotter. There's also a link down in the video description, as well as an annotation on your screen, all of which will take you over to his YouTube channel. So I hope you guys all enjoy this episode of DNA Saturday. Remember to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.